Hello guys, welcome to Nest for Code, the place where code nourish. We are in 30 days coding challenge. Let's see day 12 problem. Calculate restaurant bill. Okay, let's move on to the problem statement. Okay, so we have to write a program which will calculate the bill for online grocery. Okay, and there can be a difference tax rate for different categories of product. Right, tax rate varies from the products. Okay, and okay, the program will take four types of category amount and the applicable text in the format. Okay, so the category one, so different categories are separated by semicolon, and the one part is separated, the category amount and text percentage, they are separated by comma. Okay, and the input will always have four categories. Okay, so I think like we don't need to worry of like how many categories would be there, because we always have four categories. Okay, and if there is no purchase in that particular category, the amount will be coming as 0 for that. Okay, and we have to compute the final bill. Amount and text percentage will be number and no decimal values. Okay, the input will be getting in the numbers, but yeah, final bill can be in the decimal value. Okay, total amount per category, how we can compute amount plus text percentage by 100 into amount. Okay, so this is how we can calculate for one category. Yeah, but we need to compute the final bill. Okay, and these are few input output test cases which is given. Okay guys, okay, and this is a topic which we'll be using for this. Okay guys, so I will recommend you to go through the string session part 2 if you have not gone through already, to build up the concept to attempt this problem on your own. You can also find the link in the description below and also in the top right corner of this video. Okay guys, so let's move on to the solution part for this. So we'll be taking input normally and the output will be final bill colon and then the output. Okay guys, so let's move on to the problem statement. Yeah, so our problem will primarily consist of some inputs from the user, and then it will consist of logic, right, and the output part. So guys, here we'll be primarily using, so if we talk about, right, we know there are constant four categories would be there. So we don't need to use loops here because we know it will be always four categories, right? So we don't need to worry of loops. And let's try out this problem more focused towards string concepts and not the loops concepts. Okay guys. So input will be a simple string, right? So we can just name it, say, string or something like, right? And it will be input, right, and the user will just pass the input. So we are not showing anything to the user, right? It's just giving the input, so we don't need to show any message to the user. Okay guys, or we can say input string, or what would we say, it's primarily consists of some category bills, right? Grocery, so we can just say grocery, something like this, grocery. Okay, okay guys, so now we want to use a logic here. A logic will be using a split method. So what split method do, right? We can have any strings and we can split it based on a delimiter. Okay, so what we'll say, different categories data will be getting once we split grocery based on, so we know, right, these are separated by here semicolon. So this will be the first part where we'll be splitting it, right? So then we'll get these strings, right? Okay, so let's copy this ones from here and then I will explain you also. Yeah, so guys, what we'll do as a first step, we'll not split it based on comma, we'll split based on semicolon. Why? Because we need to get all these categories separately. So once we split it based on semicolon, we'll get all these categories separated out. Sorry, this is like this, right? So once we get all these categories separate out, we know, right? Now if we want to separate it out, we can just split it based on comma, and we'll get category name, amount and text also separately. Okay, so first let's go on and let's split this based on which operator, semicolon. Okay, so we'll get different categories data. Now what we want to do, for each category we want to calculate the total amount also, right? So either we can define different separate variables for this, or we can just do it in, say, one line also. Okay, so let's try to do it, say, category. So let us suppose category 1 bill we are trying to compute. So guys, before we go with the category 1 bill, we need to split it based on the comma, all these different categories, right? And how we can get even category? We can just say categories 0, right? So this will give us this part, and then we'll split it based on which delimiter, comma, right? And we can name it, say, category 1, like something like this, right? So this is giving us a data for category 1, right? And similarly we'll do it, say, for category 2 also, right? We'll get category 2 will be at index 1, right? And we'll split it again based on comma. Similarly we'll go for category. This is not giving us the name of the category, this is giving us the complete data, like the category name, amount, and also the text for that particular category, right? So like this we can do it, right? And we can get the category 4 also, right? And we will give comma here, right? So we got all 4 categories data. Now it's compute to compute the amount for one category, second category, like this, right? Okay guys, so we can compute total final bill also, we can compute one by one also. So I'll show you, let's I'm showing you one by one first, right? So we'll say category 1 total, right? We can define a variable like this. So what it will be? So we know, right, category 1, whatever it will come, what it will be? It will consist of 3 things, right? So what are they? These 3 things will be, it will be this category 1, which is a category name, amount will be the second thing, and the text percentage for this, right? So guys, what we'll do here, we don't need to worry of the name, so we'll just go with the category 1. Which part? This will be the amount part, right? And how we can compute total? The formula is given, right? Amount plus text percentage by 100 into amount, right? So this is amount, and we need to use amount again, so we'll just use this part, right? So here we will use text percentage. Text percentage will be in the category 1 at second index, right? And then what we'll do, we'll multiply it with amount, right? It's at index 1, and we have to divide it by 100, right? Yeah. So this will be the amount for total amount for the category 1, right? Similarly, when we will move on to category 2, right? Category 2 total will be, we'll go to the part of category 2 using this index, right? We have stored it in category 2 variable, right? Here the index will be 1, right? Because for category 2 also the amount will be at index 1. And then similarly we'll say category 2, the text percentage will be at index 2 divided by 100 into category 2, and the index will be here 1, right? Like this. Okay guys, and similarly we'll do it for category 3 also and 4 also. So we can just maybe copy this part, right? We can just copy this and we'll just paste this. So it will be category 3 total. Here we'll be using it from category 3. Here also it will be from category 3, and here also it will be from category 3. So this will be the category 3 total. Similarly we'll get it category 4 also. So we'll just copy this code and we'll do it for category 4 also, right? So this will be category 4 amount, this will be category 4 index, sorry, text, and this will be category 4 amount. Okay guys, so now we want to get the total bill. So we'll just get the total bill and we'll just sum of all these 4 variables, right? So we'll say category 1 total plus category 2 total, right? Category 3 total plus category 4 total, right? So this will be our total bill. And what we want to do? We want to just print the total bill, right? And we can see the format of printing also, final bill column and the amount. Okay, so it will be final bill column and the amount, right? Total bill. Guys, we don't need to do any typecasting for input because we are reading the input in form of string only, right? But yeah, once we have converted them using split method, right, this is also strings because this will be the this form, right? But yeah, when we are accessing all these amount and text percentage, what we need to do, we need to convert them to integer, otherwise they will be strings, right? So we need to convert all this amount and text part to int, right, using int method. We can just use int here, right? So we have converted this amount part and we need to convert this text pose also to integer, and it is given, right, that amount and the text percentage, right? In that question it's given that the amount and the text will be numbers and no decimal values. So we can do it with integer. If the decimal values were there, we have to convert them to the float part, right? Yeah, final result can come, final amount can come in decimal form. Yeah, and this will also be integer. We need to take care of data conversions also whenever we are dealing with different types of data types. Like if we are reading data in form of a string, but it's actually a number, we need to convert like this, right? So we have converted all the amounts also, we have converted all the text percentage and again the amount also for all the categories. Then only we'll get the correct result, right? Okay guys, so let's try to run our program and we'll run it against the some input, given input samples. Okay, so let's try to copy this sample from here, right, and let's paste it here. Okay guys, so I think there is some extra space which is copied, so we'll just remove that part. And this is, right, beverage 15. Yeah, it's coming because of the next line, so we'll just remove this extra space here also. Okay, and let's try to execute this. We are getting final bill as 960.0. This is fine. Okay, if you want this output also in form of integer, we can just typecast our result also. So I think for output it is not given, like there is no specific condition, so that's fine. I think we can keep it's at 960.0, and if you want it in integer form, we can just convert it to int also like this. So it should be fine both ways. Like it should not bother us, like we should get the 960, it should be fine. Okay, so it's working as expected for us for the first case. Okay, so let's try out to do it for second case. So guys, I think second input is same as the first input. If you see here, right, it's the same thing. The final will also coming the same, so we don't need to execute it for second test case. So let's do it for the third case. Okay, and let's give the input here. Just check for any extra space. So I think it was in one line, so it's working, it's copied as expected. So here you can see, right, there are different categories which are giving, like, right, it's cosmetic, the amount is 10, percentage is 20, vegetables, amount is 0 also. So I think the amount for vegetable will total will also come as 0, but it will be for vegetable only, but you want to compute for total final bill. Fruit, it's like amount is given 500 and tax percentage is 10. Dairy, it's giving as 100 amount and tax percentage is 10. So we should always run our program for different cases. Okay, bill is coming as 780.0. Yeah, it's coming as 780. Yeah, as mentioned earlier, we can typecast also if we want. Guys, one thing would be, right, if you want to reduce these lines, what we can do, we can just copy this different part in one line. So what does it mean? So I think this, the current format of code is looking better, but if you want to do in one line, you can just copy this, right? Well, I will not recommend this too much of this, right? We can copy this something like this, and your code will be in, say, this part will be in one line. The split part, it's better you keep it to multiple lines only. So this is something you can guys try out, but like it doesn't look nice, so I will not recommend you to do this part, because there is no issues, like if your code is same code only, it's like we should not always force ourselves to reduce the number of lines when we are losing the readability, right? But if you want, we can do this. This can be a one way also, but yeah, we can do this in one line also like this, and then we'll eliminate this part. right? And this will be coming as final total bill only. So we'll eliminate this part also. We can just move in this part here. We'll eliminate this part also, right? So this is our program now looks small. We can try out with say any test case also to see if changes have not impact anything. And we can just put it here, right? So it's working as expected also. So guys, try this problem on your own also, right? Yeah guys, don't forget to hit the like button and also add your comments and share it with the friends also, right? So they can also try out these problems. And don't miss out to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also hit the bell icon so you don't miss all these awesome videos. Thank you guys. Stay tuned.